news: how Malami'S sack may affect anti-graft war. Thanks for always tuning in to the news. Please listen to the end. The news details. The position of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice is a very sensitive position that any abrupt change may affect or delay ongoing investigations and other related matters that need urgent implementation. There are people who call for the immediate sack of Nigeria's Attorney General. They did not think of the negative implications of doing so, especially considering the mass cases of anti-graft initiated by the minister against corrupt public officials. Mr. Malami has already debunked allegations of being complicit in the raid carried out at the private residence of Justice Mary Hodili. There is no basis for his dismissal. After the raid on Justice Mary Hodili's private residence, the Attorney General issued a statement that he did not order the raid. This prompted the Nigerian police force to launch an investigation into the incident. Recently, 5 fake security officers who perpetrated the crime were arrested and detained by the police. It is baseless to call for the sack of the Honorable Minister, even after the police arrested the suspects. More investigation is ongoing, as earlier announced by police spokesman Mr. Frank Umba. Our system of public prosecution needs guaranteed stability in order to work effectively. The system is burdened with a constant inflow of fresh cases that need urgent attention. This is why it is not advisable for the government to abruptly remove the Attorney General from his position. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) liaises with the Ministry of Justice for deliberations or consultations. Mr. Malami is a high-level public servant with many responsibilities. Managing such a ministry requires resilience, dedication, and strong qualifications. He led the federal government delegation to convince the UK court to stop P and Heidi from seizing Nigeria's international assets. The title of Senior Advocate of Nigeria, SAN, is given only to exceptional lawyers who excelled in the legal profession, among other criteria. If Malami is sacked by the federal government, it may affect the anti-graft war. Malami, who has been traced to some negative implications. One of it is about the raid carried out at the private residence of Justice Mary Hodili. Another one is the money that the Keystone Bank said it should send to the account. One part in Naira and the other part in dollars. Malami case has been going on for a while now, whereby Malami is what you'll be seeing in the news. Abubakar Malami has been caught in the eye of the storm. Abubakar Malami, who is the senior advocate of Nigeria and also the Attorney General of the Federation, is always in the news for various reasons, especially in the course of his duty as Nigeria's Minister of Justice. A few days ago, recall that he was credited with a statement that says there is no going back on the federal government's decision to commence deducting $418 million from the 36 states' accounts to settle their indebtedness to consultants and private firms concerning the Paris and London clubs refund. And also, still on the case of the Supreme Court's Justice Mary Hodley's residence, Malami has debunked that he did not send them to invade the private residence of the courts of this Supreme Court Justice Mary Hodley. And also, it was also linked to him about the money, $136 million in its custody. The Keystone, who had told the committee that Malami instructed them to remit part of the $136 million in its custody in Naira, while also determining the exchange rate. A revelation that the lawmakers criticized. The Executive Director, North and Public Sector Directorate, Keystone Bank, Lawa Ahmed, in a presentation before the committee said, "Our position, as confirmed by the CFO of NNPC, was that we have remitted all the funds that were with us at our last meeting. And now, you're saying that if Malami is sacked, then it may affect the anti-graft war. Malami, who has been linked with all these atrocities, should he be sacked or not? Please feel free to share your view with us on this. Do have a blessed day."